All right, Sean Zattel, FightHype.com here at the beautiful home of Bill Haney out here in the hills in Las Vegas. Bill, the father and trainer of WBC lightweight champion of the world, Devin Haney. Bill, what's going on, man? Thanks for having us up.
Sean Z, thank you for coming, buddy.
Man, well, Bill, I just wanted to jump into it, man. You know, Mike Tyson about a week ago, he's doing a call with Gervonta Davis, and then, you know, unsolicited to him, he brings up your son's name, brings up Devin's name as one of the great young fighters in the sport right now. What were your thoughts on that as a guy that I'm sure watched a lot of Mike Tyson, you know, growing up, and now he's mentioning Devin's name?
Well, absolutely, Sean. Saying things like that might make me want to just jump out of the seat, because that's just what I did. I went crazy when someone had sent it to me, but to see Mike, you know, talking about Devin and talking about Devin in a big event with Gervonta Davis, man, that meant the world to me, you know, as just a father and also as a trainer, you know, for Mike, because Mike don't be playing when it comes to the boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't he's not giving nobody no grams that they're not deserving of.
He's a historian.
Oh, he's a historian.
Yeah.
So for Mike to want to see Devin, you know, in a big event with Tank, and then to give Tank suggestions to handle his business as a grown man, as a young entrepreneur, you know, a young black fighter coming from the inner city, and to give him some advice from the top of the food chain, right? And so Devin is listening, and Devin is saying, well, exactly, Dad, that's what we should be doing. We should be talking and making these things happen. So, I mean, for the millennials, the table is set, you know, and it has broken down the misconnotation that, you know, teens and sides of streets and all that. When fighters want to make fights happen, the fights can happen. And, you know, Mike speaking on it from the many events that he's been involved in, to now even having a record-breaking potential event with him and Roy Jones, and to take time out to speak about Devin and Tank, man, it just means the world to us and our family, you know. So.
Well, it was pretty awesome because, you know, in the media, it gets tough to keep asking these guys about the fights, and then Mike just went right into it. He's like, you know, you need to fight Lomachenko. And what about Devin Haney and all these guys? And Mike kind of had that respect to where you couldn't challenge it. It was like, he's just saying the real, he's just saying the truth.
Oh, so. My God, it's like I said, it's from the Tyson family, who taught Mike and his daughter. You know, he has a daughter that plays tennis who's like on her way to being something great. For him to take out time and energy to, you know, to talk to Tank about Devin, like I said, I can't speak enough about it.
Did Mike ever used to come to the Hit Factory when you owned it?
Oh, absolutely. Mike spent a lot of time. You know, I don't want to, you know, say too much, but, you know, me and Mike, you know, been neighbors and all that kind of stuff, you know. And, you know, like Mike has been a friend and also been a mentor to Devin in terms of not just in the ring stuff, but, you know, outside the ring, in terms of how you treat your friends and how you respect your family away from boxing. And for Devin to get a chance to see Mike in a home life setting and be up around him and be around Mike at his house, young, you know, that was very valuable for us early on.
So, but he's probably right, isn't he, that it's going to take the fighters to kind of reach over some of the other people involved in the business and make it happen.
Well, Devin is the head of his company, Devin Haney Promotions. You know, I'm a CEO in his company. I work for, you know, the company. I'm a president here, so, you know, I speak the language that Devin speaks. You know, to me, you know, I convey the energy that he conveys to me way before we ever sit down and do any interviews. So, you know, I tend to think that I'm pretty on point with what's going on.
Well, like you said, you know, Mike, one fight he pretty, you know, it seems like he wanted to see was, you know, Devin and Gervonta. Will you be watching with a close eye on the 31st on Halloween when he fights Leo Santa Cruz?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a big fan of Team Davis and their, you know, everything that they're doing. Calvin Ford is doing a great job over there. Tank took advice of his promoter and Floyd and came out to Vegas and has been training, and he cut the weight. So, you know, of course, I'm gonna be tuning in. And then with Leo and his dad, and Leo staying focused, even his dad going through the things that he's going through. So shout out to his dad and his family, and hope they're going, getting through these tough times, and also being positive and winning this fight that they're in, as well as Tank and his team. So I'm going to be tuned in for sure.
How do you expect that fight to play out?
I'm leaning more with Tank to win the fight. Initially, you want to listen to reporters and you watch YouTube and you see all the things and hear that he might be having problems or issues with the weight. But I've as me watching through social media and seeing him cut the weight and see how serious he is, I'm gonna go with Tank.